qui dure 7-8 heures. Ça m'est arrivé d'être tellement immergé dans le jeu que GeForce Now me dit attention, les sessions sont limitées à 8 heures et qui commence à me mettre le chronomètre des 15 dernières minutes en haut. Bon, ça arrive avec une ou deux fois, mais je suis arrivé, j'ai pu vider mon inventaire et à la place j'ai acheté plein de scrolls. Parce que le mec avait pas assez de thunes, j'en avais pour 3000 à vendre, un truc du genre. Et le mec avait 1500 seulement dans son inventaire. Donc j'ai regardé s'il avait pas des trucs à acheter, que je pouvais acheter avant. Et puis j'ai acheté quelques trucs, je lui ai acheté des scrolls, je lui ai acheté des potions, je lui ai acheté des trucs comme ça. Et puis ensuite je lui ai revendu tout mon merdier. Je suis blindé de scrolls, je veux dire, franchement pour faire la fin du jeu, regarde ça. Ça c'est ceux que j'ai foutus sur Shadow Heart. Ça c'est ceux que Gale a. Ça c'est ceux que moi j'ai. J'ai pas été de main morte. Alors ça c'est quoi? Shield of Devotion. Ça je vais l'envoyer à Will. Cape de protection.
Do you hear who wants to know about supplies when we make it home?
Burning through our oil, but should just about do.
Just about.
Hop,
Just
avec
about.
le cape de protection.
Shouldn't hang around too long though.
Et puis là, on va avoir une cape décorative. Première fois que je trouve une cape chez un vendeur. Il y a plein de trucs là, je me suis mis, alors c'est sur la fin de l'acte 1, du coup ça doit être galère au tout début, mais tu sais les monks qui se battent à main nue là. En arrivant, en faisant l'Underdark, donc arrivé vers les niveaux 5-6, en faisant la crèche des Githyanki, donc le passage intermédiaire entre l'acte 1 et l'acte 2. Et le tout début de l'acte 2 là, j'ai trouvé plein d'objets qui donnent des bonus et des trucs comme ça. Il y a un full set quoi, armure, gants, anneaux, bottes, qui augmentent les trucs si tu fais des dégâts sans armes. Donc c'est à dire que tu dois peut-être galérer un peu en early game, mais il y a moyen de faire du gros pétage de tronche en fin de partie.
Hey, that's close enough. Artifact or no, I don't like the likes of you crashing our party.
Give it a rest, Alfred. We need all the god's damned help we can get.
Huh. I expected a bit more decorum from a flaming fist soldier.
Want me to shine your boots while I'm at it?
Easy. He's a bit on edge since the, incident.
A bit on edge my arse. Not that you'll give a triple shot damn, but we were ambushed by them bloody cultists. Bastards torched the pigsty we were staying in and made off with the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate himself.
Je sais, connard, j'étais là.
Sure did. For all the good that does us.
She's inside. One of the ground floor chambers.
Guess you need to be a goddamned counselor to get room and board around here.
Oh, il est salty lui,
Head
il
out.
m'énerve.
Gods, what I wouldn't give to be back in the gate. Place like this makes you miss home, hey?
Tout est considéré comme du vol ici en réalité de fâcher les locaux. C'est quoi qui est... C'est quoi là?
Hey, it's Dannon. Let's say
This
hi.
place gives me the creeps.
Seen alleyways in Baldur's Gate that are plenty worse in there. Yeah? Each side narrows at nighttime. 2 steps in, and you're like
Elle est où la
some dagger's new
statue?
sheath.
Ain't my neck of the woods.
Count your lucky stars.
How's the barricade coming along? It ain't pretty, but it can take a beating.
Non, ça fait rien de spécial.
Cleric's magic won't hold out the darkness forever.
You Graven Guard's still alive, you reckon?
You better be, or I'm a dead man walking.
Aren't we all?
Not as long as we can put up a fight, we're not.
Good man.
Hero wants to know
Je sais
about
que si un jour on
supplies.
fait du...
Burning through our oil, but it should just about do.
Just
du
about.
Pathfinder,
Just about. We shouldn't hang around
qu'on
too
fait du
long.
jeu de rôle, il y a des chances que je me retrouve DM, mais de toute façon je crois que je serais pas capable de faire un personnage lawful good. Je crois au mieux je serais neutral. Les gardes me tapent tellement sur les nerfs. J'ai tellement envie de les frapper. Chaque fois qu'ils parlent.
Too dark to tell.
Ouais, je
I bet they're close.
je pense que je serais chaotic good à suivre mes règles.
From up here, you can almost pretend Isabel's light is the sun.
À Lawful Evil, après faut que ça réussisse à coller avec le scénario quoi.
Yeah. There's more where that came from.
C'est compliqué de faire un personnage evil si le reste de ton groupe est pas evil aussi. À moins que ce soit une histoire, tu vois, créée spécialement pour des personnages qui auraient envie de faire ce qu'ils veulent ou des trucs comme ça. La plupart des histoires sont écrites sur le principe que les personnages vont essayer d'aider. Donc faut que tu arrives à trouver une bonne raison RP pour laquelle il aiderait à sauver une ville alors qu'il est méchant. Ça peut être une quête de pouvoir, il espère que ça lui permettra de prendre le contrôle de la ville plus tard, ça peut... Mais il faut pouvoir... pour que ça soit intéressant d'un point de vue roleplay, faut que tu trouves une raison pour laquelle ton personnage fait ça quoi. Ah, aussi ta divinité de choix, c'est bah, l'équivalent de Baal, le dieu du meurtre. Tu, tu peux participer juste parce que ça va te donner l'occasion de commettre des meurtres. Ah, tiens, j'ai un récif scratch sniff. Et Scratch nous emmène. Tu vas où? Reviens mon petit. Là? Hop, ah, ça y est, il y en a un qui a réussi le jet. Mais sinon je pouvais creuser manuellement parce que je savais qu'il y avait quelque chose, donc j'aurais pu demander à creuser dans cette zone. Mais bon, sur les 4 personnages, il y en a souvent au moins un qui réussit. Juste parce que ça lui donne l'occasion de commettre des meurtres, quoi.
Time to press ahead.
Soldier?
Après, ça dépend de ta définition de evil, mais tu peux aussi considérer tout simplement de jouer un personnage euh, pas, pas evil ni good, mais neutral. C'est un personnage qui se contente de faire ce qu'il a envie de faire, en fait. Il va aider des gens, mais généralement c'est parce qu'il y a un intérêt personnel, qu'il voit une faveur qu'il a à gagner, qu'il y a potentiellement une récompense.
Ready. Whatever it takes.
Neutral, généralement c'est de l'alignement plus ou moins forcé des druides. Et ils font un avec la nature et tout comme ça, donc
Need to keep going.
ils cherchent pas forcément à aider tout, il faut qu'il y ait une raison, faut qu'il y ait une raison pour aider. Et du coup ils sont aussi capables de grande violence si ça peut se raisonner.
Never a dull moment.
Oui, c'est bon. Il a reçu la condition Scratch Sniff. T'as trouvé un autre coffre? Où ça? Allez.
That might be worth a look.
Ce chien est trop pratique. Bon. Non, mais j'ai fait tout le tour de la map et comme j'ai pas le, enfin tu sais j'ai les, ça me dit quand je fais un roll raté, donc dans le pire des cas je fais. C'est quand je m'amuserai à jouer en mode de difficulté, j'essaierai peut-être de le 100% ce jeu, tu vois, en termes de en termes de d'achievement. Et du coup, quand tu joues dans les modes de difficulté supérieure, je crois que ça désactive justement les jets passifs s'ils sont ratés. Parce qu'il y a un truc genre 1%, 1, ou 1,9% seulement des joueurs qui ont, fini le jeu en honor mode par exemple. Il y a un achievement, franchement je sais, je vois pas comment ça peut marcher comment ton personnage peut être viable. T'as intérêt à avoir des super compagnons et à bien connaître le jeu à l'avance. Parce que ça doit être un bordel, et ça doit être un bordel à l'écran. Il y a un achievement qui consiste à avoir 12 classes. Tu peux atteindre, le niveau maximum que tu peux atteindre c'est 12. Et ça consiste à avoir une classe différente à chaque level. Te multiclasser dans 12 classes différentes. Sans te respect auprès de Wizards. C'est-à-dire que tu choisis de commencer en Wizard 1, puis après tu choisis un niveau de monk, puis après tu choisis un niveau de cléric, puis après tu choisis un niveau de paladin, puis après tu choisis un niveau de sorcerer, puis après tu choisis un niveau de barbare, puis après tu choisis un niveau de truc. Mais tu vas être niveau 1 de chaque. Donc tu vas être super limité, mais t'as accès à toutes les mécaniques, quoi. Plus ou moins. Parce que je crois qu'il y a plus que. Je sais pas s'il y a pas plus que 12 trucs. Mais c'est à dire que tu vas avoir des slots démoniques, tu vas avoir un slot de magie profane, un slot de magie divine, des bardic inspiration, euh, des barres de manœuvre, des barres de rage. Ça va être un sacré bordel. Ça m'étonnerait que ce soit très très viable. Bon allez, bonne nuit. Bisous.
I've definitely seen that ox before. Has the same strange look in its eye.
It's toasty in here.
Glad to see you made it. I am. Indeed I am. I remember you from the grove with the druids. But I think you were taller then. On the double. One hoof quickly following the other.
No, still incapable. Not for you to know. Well, come close. Your mind to mine. Are you satisfied? Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out. Good little hero.
Karlak, I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
The good news, obviously.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlek to...
Touch people.
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing.
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please. Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlek, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus, for good, this thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
Well... all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Thank you. I can't believe it. Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but... at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
You read my mind. Thanks, Damon. Really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
This is the best day. The best day! I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast. I'm not sure. Depends who's got me in mind. Withers was giving me the old eye the other night. Then again, maybe it was just an old eye. Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing. You heard Damon. There is no solution. It's hell or bust. I choose bust. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that. Please. Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
Glad you and Karlak are all right. Well, as all right as any of us. A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help. I hesitated to mention this back in the Druid's Grove, for obvious reasons. But no one has earned my trust, if not you. When Elturel was dragged into Avernus, I was drafted into a devil's smithy. It should have been awful. But infernal metal is like a wild horse. Powerful, exuberant. It'll kill you if you lack technique. I can sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible. Some of us had it easier than others. The baker, the schoolmaster. When Elturel was swallowed up, they could do little but survive. As for me, I won't say I enjoyed my time there, but it was certainly instructional.
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand.
There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention. Need anything?
It's perfect, really.
Need anything? Well. I knew I smelled something, and I know just what to do with it. One moment.
careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
Need anything?
I'll be here if you need anything else.
Need anything? Need anything?
look.
He better, or I'm a dead man walking. We can have a fight with him.
What am I going to do?
Seen alleyways in Baldur's Gate.
I bet that'll fit in my pack.
good looking.
I wonder what's past this.
Need anything? I'll be here if you need anything.
Aren't we all?
Not as long as we can put up a fight with them.
Good man.
See any movement out there?
If you're all right by Jahira, you're all right by me. Take care now.
God's blood, this is heavy.
It's for a good
You Graven
cause.
God's still alive, you reckon?
You better be.
Aye.
Or I'm a dead man walking.
Our asses.
Aren't we all?
Not as long as we can put up a fight with them.
Good man.
If you're all right by Jahira, you're all right by me. Take care now.
Outside narrows at night time. 2 steps in, and you're likely to become some dagger's new sheath.
How's the barricade?
Ain't my neck of the woods.
Can't be lucky
It's pretty, but it can take a beating. It'll need to.
Cleric's magic won't hold out the darkness forever.
Little busy. Sorry.
An honor to battle at your side. Jahira is right to trust in you.
We lost a good one today. Jonas. He was as green as they come. Poor kid.
You made it through the dark. Lucky you. Not everyone does. We lost one today. Jonas. He was a good harper. A good friend.
He was joking this morning. Jonas, I mean. He was always joking. Said it was good for morale, but he just liked seeing people laugh. He was a good harper. A good friend. We were comrades in arms. I thought we could have been something more one day, but too late now. I don't know, and I never will. I'm sorry. I'd like to be alone. Shadows lurking. Light inside. Look.
Premium trinkets and doodahs. Last Light's best bargains right here.
Get the bottle. Hand me the bottle. It's not hard.
Don't worry.
And I don't want to give you a lesson, but I will, damn it.
You rot in prison while boulders get burnt.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Any help from Jahira? She doesn't care if the grandeur lives. I wouldn't go that far. Her focus is the stuff. I suspect she sacrificed everything to achieve it. I'd say I have done her best.
If I do, you'll be the first to know.
Baldur's Gate can't.
I promise.
Premium trinkets and doodahs. Last Light's best bargains right here.
To save the city. She doesn't care if the grandeur lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult. I suspect she'll sacrifice anything to achieve that. Taylor's doing her best. He shows no signs of waking.
We can wait.
But Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Non. Stop.
Really want to go charging into those shadows.
So the plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
What's up?
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
She doesn't care if the grandeur lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult. I suspect she'd sacrifice everything to achieve that. Taylor's doing her best. He shows no signs of waking.
Your job is to serve drinks.
You can't.
Please have an alternative in mind, please.
Maybe I need more pockets.
I'm not
Last Light's best bargains right here.
Anyone goes charging into those shadows.
So the plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Far from it. We need a way into the towers. I intend to find it. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the towers.
Now goes the treasure hunt.
Any help from Jahira?
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult. And I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve it. Taylor's doing her best. No
What's
signs
in
of
here?
Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience. We may know a way through the forest.
I don't even know if he'll ever recover.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Charging into those shadows.
Get the bottle. Hand me the bottle.
Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Far from
save the city, but she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies.
Last night's best bargains right here.
I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. The best. She has no signs of If you have an alternative in mind, please.
If I do, you'll be the first to know. I promise, kid.
Premium trinkets and doodads.
Eli's doing her best. He shows no signs of waking.
We can wait.
But Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please.
You'll leave soon? Don't want any surprises. Yes, Mom.
We don't know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
The plan is to do nothing.
Last night's best bargains right here.
We need a way into the towers. I intend to find them. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
I will.
Any help from Jahir?
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I won't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult. I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Taylor's
Don't
doing
be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience.
Nah.
Please, I just want to be alone. Gone? Cultists. It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started screaming. They rounded us up, cut us up, said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers. I managed to get away. But my love, Dennis. Martin Dor, Roshan. How couldn't he be? If they didn't kill him when we ran, they probably will once they get to Moonrise. I just wish I could have said goodbye. Do you really think so? By the gods, I hope you're right. I wish I hadn't let go of him. It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. But if you find him, it would mean the world to me. What am I going to do?
trader has no problem with you inspecting these goods so long as you're willing to pay for them.
Here. There's more where that came from.
Wish we had stone or steel.
Seen alleyways in
I wish we had a bloody army.
Yeah? Eepside now. 2 steps in, and you're likely to become some dagger's new sheath.
Ain't my neck of the woods.
Count the lucky stars.
What to do? How's the barricade coming along?
It ain't pretty, but it can take a beating.
It'll need to. Cleric's magic won't hold out the darkness forever.
You grab me.
He better be, or I'm a dead man walking.
Not as long as we can put up a fight, we're not.
God's blood, this is heavy.
It's for a good cause.
Aye. Our asses.
I wish we'd gear up and head out. All this standing around is making me angry.
Got to have a plan first.
Any help from Jane? She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
But she doesn't care.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Wish I had a bag of holding. Anything of use?
making me sweat. Gimme. Yoink.
Better fetch that. Let's see what we have here.
Seek and you shall find me. Could be interesting.
That's curious.
Shovel is bored. Shovel wants to murder.
There is work to do.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Eat this!
Color me curious.
A long way to go still. might be useful.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Let's get this over with. I can be subtle sometimes.
Okay, I failed. Let's try the other way.
No time to rest. With a flick of the wrist.
place is trapped.
Let me work my magic.
I'm ready.
Wanna dance?
No one's stopped me yet. Can't risk being in open view.
There is work to do.
Does this count as adventuring? should have worn better boots. This is no fun at all.
That sight works best in darkness. Stay with light, if you can.
Death won't take me yet.
Keep going.
All right, Karlak. It's go time.
ça.
Non, c'est pour ça que je n'ai pas pris de rendez-vous de kiné ce jour-là. Il m'a même proposé à 17h.
Mais...
Ouais.
Ah oui, et c'est l'heure à laquelle tu dois aller là-bas. Je l'ai noté ou pas dans l'agenda?
Oui.
Ok. Tiens ma Mimi.
Merci.
De toute façon, je te le dirai, elle m'a pas donné confirmation du truc de ma grand-mère. Est-ce que tu feras un chèque plus gros? Sauf que mamie, elle me le donne aussitôt le chèque. S'il y a le filet. Tiens. Pourquoi tu viens pas me faire un gros câlin? Demain, je t'envoie une fesse, les pâtes, et moi je vais faire un sandwich de jambon. Hein? Comme ça va vite fait.
What's this?
je te fais mal.
Moi aussi. Quoi? Non? Bah oui.
Hop, hop.
survival is all that matters. Well, so much for peace.
Gods, it's hot in here.
It's quite thrilling to fight off such grim creatures as this region throws at us, especially being at your side. I once read a book that explained in some detail the effect a brush with danger has on one's desire for other forms of stimulation. Have you ever read anything on that subject? I can't imagine anywhere that could turn my heart from you, cursed or otherwise. You'd always be as beautiful and as impressive. Perhaps it's just the thrill of our near undead experience talking. Standing at your side through such darkness and disrepair, it only makes me want you more. Unfortunately, this is neither the time nor the place to indulge such feelings, so we must be patient and push all such thoughts aside. For now. Was there anything else you wish to discuss?
Ok. Ensuite, la base des gros monstres dégueulasses, et lui, ce que ça lui inspire, c'est qu'il a envie de me pécho.
That put the wind back in my sails. Come on, let's go. Ooh.
It's a Lunite shrine, hidden away.
Perhaps they had no choice but to hide.
All right. Hello.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is
Best head inside. There's food and warmth to spare.
The Last Light Inn does not permit the bearing of arms. For the safety of all patrons, please leave your weapons at the door.
He better be, or I'm a dead man walking.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
that dark more than wicked? I don't believe it. His territory ran from the Wood of Sharp Teeth to Cloak Wood. Took half an army to drive him out. How did he end up here?
Last Light's best bargains, right here. Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlach? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa! How'd you learn to fight like that?
Had to. Life didn't pull any punches. It was up to me to learn to take a hit and deal one back.
I've been tossed around a lot too. I want to learn how to fight back too.
From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ha! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time. It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Don't be shy. Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need? I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like? I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday. I mean, maybe. But she put me in charge of the shop. I thought... Never mind. Here. You can have it then. Premium trinkets and doodahs. What can I get you? pleasure doing business with you. Last Light's best bargains right here.
Don't wander far. We need to talk.
More for me.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Right back at you.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Finished.
Perimeter's clear, Mom. Good. We'll leave soon. And we don't want any surprises. Yes, Mom.
Last Light's best bargains right here.
This place gives me the creeps.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Ain't mine.
I don't even know if he'll ever recover. But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Hiss! I say hiss! This is my territory, and you're in it. I'll allow it. Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. Do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful. I slinked, of course. You've had enough. Now go. Quickly. Hiss.
Do it!
Please, stop shouting. Premium trinkets and doodahs. Last Light's best bargains right here.
Ain't mine.
Perhaps a bit more of this.
Open up.
Good point.
I hadn't thought of that.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Seems someone's been skimming our supplies. Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from El Dorel? Maybe not, Mom.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Ah, you found your way. Good. If anyone can, I'm sure it's you. A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the Deep Gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren. They didn't get trapped. They were kidnapped. Taken against their will by those cultists. I'll do my part according to my talents. And you, I hope, will do yours. The Brilliant Retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it. Unless you've got access to a 300-year-old Tempusian apothecarial almanac? No. But that's for me to worry about. You do whatever it is you do. Some of us are counting on you.
Last Light's best bargains, right here.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam in Moll's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
Always laid a fine trap for you, Mole. It looks to me like his Cyric could be dethroned.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
She cheated, of course, but that's half her charm. To play the game, the vast lance board of souls. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Besides, I do enjoy being in this neighborhood again. It has such a rich history of abject tragedy. And tragedy, my friend, well, there's my bread and bloody butter. She won. She has a taste for it now. She'll be the one who comes to me. But enough about my lesser pursuits. Why bother with trifles when I'm in the illustrious presence of my very favorite client? Tell me, oh apple of my eye, how have you been? You don't have any gills to get green around yet, but you do look a little worse for wear in this light. All in good time, dear. See you soon.
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
She doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is...
I hate this guy.
I suspect she's sacrificed
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stuff.
Get the bottle. Hand me the bottle. It's not hard.
Premium trinkets and
I don't
doodads.
want to give you a lashing, but I will, damn it.
Good. We'll leave soon. We don't want any surprises. Yes, Mom.
No, 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 no.
If I wanted water, I would bloody ask for it.
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand
Get the bottle. Hand me the bottle. It's not hard.
I don't want to.
And I don't want to give you a
Have a gander at the finest stock.
Signs of waking.
We can wait.
But Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, use it.
This place is awesome. There's so much stuff.
One who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
The plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot.
Premium trinkets and doodads.
We need a way into the towers. I intend to. What I won't do is send any more of them.
Any help from Jahira?
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. Her focus is on stuff.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Cerys, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one.
Aye, and more than half the others with him.
We were ambushed, out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze, begged us to surrender. But they were toying with us, making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse. Zevlor had hope. It didn't save him. But... thanks.
Oh, you're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too. Honestly, terribly. I still can't believe it. The cultists. The screams. Roland, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the Grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here. Yes. He shielded me and the kids, while his brother and sister rushed the cultists. Cal and Leah were dragged away, along with the others. Roland isn't taking it so well. None of us are, to be honest. How do you do it? How do you keep going?
Oui.
Heart's Requiem, right? The hero survives a war and rebuilds her life, stronger than ever. A tale worth remembering. Especially now. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit. Thank you. If anyone can manage it, you can. Just be careful up there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
Nice strategy back there. If we put our heads together, I bet you and me could make a tidy stack of coin in Baldur's Gate. But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
No, kid. No.
joking. I kind of believe him more now than I did a minute ago. Protection for me and my kids, that's all.
Her smile is broad, her eyes twinkling, her face the very picture of innocence. She's clearly lying.
But I haven't accepted nothing yet. Sounds like you're in deeper than I am. He said he could get me and my gang to Baldur's Gate. I reckon he can do it too. Don't care what your law says. And also, when we get there, I'd be head of the Thieves' Guild. Easy for you to say. You can do what you want, go where you want. My kids need protecting, and I'm gonna protect them. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight. I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours.
One of the worst things about getting old. Watching kids make the same exact mistakes you made. And knowing there's absolutely nothing you can say to change their mind. Then again, Mol's a hell of a lot smarter than I was at that age. Maybe she'll figure it out. True enough. She'll go far in the city. We've just got to get her there safely.
Don't want to.
I don't want to give you a lashing, but I will, damn it!
Premium trinkets and doodads.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did. I'd rather drown than talk to a sanctimonious prick like you. If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this time. I tried. Maybe she'll write a ballad about me. She can leave out the part where my brother and sister were dragged away screaming while I was saving the orphans. If you hadn't filled their heads with all that self-righteous heroic crap at the Grove, none of this would have happened. They're my responsibility. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
I tried telling Mr. Rowland that he'd had enough too. He didn't like it then either.
I don't need your help, and I don't need your pity. Dead for all I know. Or in the cult's tower with the others who were taken. They're my responsibility. You go save the world. I don't need your help, and I don't need your...
Okay. Bien assault.
If this is about Roland, go away! He acts like he wished we weren't here. Like he wished he hadn't saved us. Right? He went through 3 bottles before I told him to stop. It was for his own good. He can barely stand up straight. Yeah. He did save us after all. Anyway, it's his loss. I found this book. Old, dusty, full of strange lettering. Pretty sure it's magic. I was gonna give it to Roland so he could learn new spells, you know? Beats drinking till he forgets the ones he knows. It's for Roland. Guess you can have it then. I don't care. Anyway, I'm sick of talking. You can go now. Bye-bye.
Premium trinkets and doodads. Last night's best bargains, right here. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
I had a sip from a bottle someone didn't finish. It wasn't very nice. Mole says if you like it, it means you're a grown-up.
Premium trinkets and doodads.
Grown-up tastes awful. Ugh.
I don't need your help, and I don't need your pity. I don't need your help, and I don't need your pity.
That anyone who goes charging into those shadows.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh, my gods.
To your very good health.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jahira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? And you're certain you will continue to resist? Good. I will take your word for it. And hold you to it, too. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. Believe me, he was well and truly dead. I locked his corpse in the Thorn Mausoleum myself. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketherick Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketherick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Without a cure to your infection, that lifetime might become rather limited. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Gatheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Seluna, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
So the plan is to do nothing? Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns?
Far from it. We need a way into the towers. I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jaheira?
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
And I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Taylor's doing her best. He shows no signs of waking.
We can wait.
But Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience. He may not through the curse.
I don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those
Last night's best bargains, right here.
Is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Far from it. We need a way into the towers. I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jaheira?
She wants...
Nice to see a friendly face come out the shadows.
Doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies.
You're heading into the towers, are you? Good. I pray it's not too late for Duke Ravengard.
Finest stock.
An extra blade could be the difference between rescuing Duke Ravengard or losing him forever. I hope you'll help us.
Daring to march, I wager. Seems that way.
Patience. He may know a way through the curse.
We don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is doomed.
The plan is to do nothing.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Far from it. We need a way into the towers. I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jaheira?
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult. And I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that.
Last night's best bargains, right here.
And wait.
But Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience. He may know a way through the curse.
We don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is doomed.
So the plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Shy, have a gander at the finest stock.
I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jaheira?
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult. And I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Taylor's doing her best. He shows no signs of waking.
We can wait.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience. He may know a way through the curse.
We don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is doomed.
The plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Far from it. We need a way into the towers. I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jaheira?
She wants the same thing we do.
to save the city. But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. Her focus is on stopping the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Aloy's doing her best. He shows no signs of waking.
We can wait.
But Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have a gander at the finest stock.
Patience. He may know a way through the curse.
I don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
So the plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Far from it. We need a way into the towers. I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the
Premium
towers.
trinkets and doodah.
Help from Jahir.
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Taylor's doing her best. He shows no signs of waking.
We can wait.
But Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it.
Last night's best bargains, right here.
He may know a way through the curse.
We don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
So the plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Far from it. We need a way into the towers. I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jahir?
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
She doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Taylor's doing her best. He shows no signs of waking.
We can wait.
But Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience. He may know a way through.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Never recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
So the plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Far from it. We need a way into the towers. I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jahir?
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
Last night's best bargains, right here.
I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Taylor's doing...
Flame Colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art Colour? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
Maybe he was a musician.
Music's a powerful source of memories. We might be able to bring him around if we find what he used to play.
You notice the distinctive calluses on the man's hands, the kind only developed from decades of playing the lute.
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him. You hear me, don't you, sir? You might not be able to answer, but you hear me. A century locked inside a Sharan curse will do things to a man. But you're not alone, sir. We're here with you. And I'm sure you've got relations, maybe some long-lived friends even who'll want to be seeing you. If you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate.
Then
He spent a long time in the Shadowfell, a Sharan realm without color or light. It's had a terrible effect on him.
His mind lingers in the Shadowfell, but perhaps it can be returned. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe.
Lost in the shadows all this time. He must have left some part of himself behind. Something we can use.
This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. If he does, he isn't sane.
There seems to be some kind of document. Pantaloon.
Patience. He may know a way through the curse. Don't even know if he'll ever recover. But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
monsters snuffling.
You notice the distinctive
Into the towers. I intend to find them. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jahir?
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Taylor's doing her best. She shows no signs of waking.
We can wait.
But Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience. He may know a way through the curse.
Don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
So the plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Far from it. We need a way into the towers. I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jahir?
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
She doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Taylor's doing her best. She shows no signs of waking.
We can wait.
But Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience. He may know a way through the curse.
Don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
The plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Far from it. Listen, we need a way into the towers. I intend to find one. What I won't do
So
is
he
send
was at
any
the
more of
House
our
of
people
Healing.
into the curse.
Wonder what he found.
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Taylor's doing her best, but he shows no signs of waking.
We can wait.
But Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. I don't suppose you found a way into the towers? I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke. But in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
You know the name Gortash, a councillor with considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives, except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
If you're poking around this god's forsaken place, you must have someone in Moonrise too. Hope you find them.
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this Steel Watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick. No. But they always seem to get it, don't they?
Gaslight's best bargains right here.
Nothing to be done here.
See what we see.
We're discussing fist business.
Heard you're meant to be heading toward the towers. With a single word, Floric could charge the coast's most powerful force with taking back the Grand Duke. We ought to be doing just that, not babysitting this stump. And yet, orders are orders.
In the market for something special?
pleasure doing premium trinkets and doodahs. Right here.
Playtime's over, pet. Ah, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out. Will, your playmate's wasting precious time. Let's see about getting his priorities fixed. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash? I've never seen such a... Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearer's fulfillment of related obligation. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
God damn it! Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse? I want to believe that as much as you do. Almost as much as Will does. But I just know there will be more to the story. There always is.
It's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You'd never win. Not ever.
To degree to degree.
I, F, or is it an E? Is it even a letter? Damn language is this? What are you doing? Well, if you must know, I've been trying to make out the scars on my back. I can't see them, so I've been trying to feel my way about. They may as well be written in Rashimi. This isn't your problem, you know. Fine.
The runes are carved in deep, brutal strokes, but the jagged letters mean nothing to you. Whatever language this is, you don't recognize it.
And? What does it say? What in the hells? What did he do to me? No. No, let's keep this between ourselves. At least until we know what it means. 2 centuries carrying this. And I can finally see it. I'm sure. But what will it say? Thank you, by the way. This is... well, it's something. Will we? How sweet.
Poor Karlak. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left. Difficult to say. A fellow servant of the Night Singer would surely be an ally to me under most circumstances. But something doesn't add up. I'll need to see where his allegiances truly lie.
I know well the pain of seeing your life's hourglass running empty. Grasping at any means of slowing the grains as they slip inexorably through your fingers. Karlak's fate may be ordained, but her actions are not. She will make each breath count. You can be sure of that.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow.
Mazora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue.
Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole. Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it, but I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. Can already feel her scheming.
She won't let me go without a fuss. Trust me on this. Not a one. All that matters is that we free it. Fail, and I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War. And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right. Then we know our mission. All roads converge at moonrise. I was 11 when the Councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked father from the shadows. I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains. Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him. They want violence, they want control, they want Baldur's Gate. Who better than Grand Duke Ravengard to surrender it? Who better than the commander of the Flaming Fist to dismantle its defenses? They will infect him, and the city's guardian will become its ruin, unless we put a stop to it. We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned. A blushing apple begging to be plucked. He wants more than her loyalty. He wants her soul. She's stubborn, yes. Bold as a lamb cavorting in a lion's den. But as ambitious as she is, Mole's no fool. One way or another, she'll see there's no winning Raphael's game, and she'll walk away. Then Raphael collects another trophy, and Mole sells her independence to the Hells. You've seen what happens when a bound soul reaches for freedom. I can't imagine what cruel penance Mole would pay if she were ever to resist that fell bastard.
The Shadow Curse is upon us. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands. He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. Thaniel is no ordinary child. He is the very spirit of this land. If this fist knows where he is, then perhaps we can save him. Save everything. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
Ok. Ouais, petite fin de conversation, mais...
If death is soon to take Karlach, she should make every moment as rich as the last. Fight viciously, roar loudly, step boldly. She must make herself known.
Copper for your thoughts? Like I got something back. When I touched you, I felt like a real person. My heart was racing, but I didn't hurt you. I don't have to be afraid of myself anymore. I don't have to hold back. Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlak, but it's getting it anyway. Thanks to Dammon. Thanks to you. Thanks to fate. Touch! Touch everything! Touch everyone that'll let me. Shake hands, dance a waltz, maybe even kiss a face or two if I find a good candidate. The world's my funhouse. Me too, soldier. Gods, me too. For every knock we take, I feel like I get a little treat just to keep me going. Ugh, I don't want to think about... Misery always overstays its welcome, and joy leaves too soon. I'll cry later, but not now.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here. And getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing. Saving those people in the grove. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's not your fault the world is wicked. You did the right thing.
The hurt runs deeper than he's willing to show you.
Yes. Yes, I am. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. I'm afraid this... I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me. I stole it from Vlaakith. Her continued rule depends on it. As long as the Absolute exists, I am trapped within the prism. I can only control the power from here. We must make sure Vlaakith never gets her hands on the prism. Nor the Absolute. Unfortunately, they are both dedicating more and more resources to retrieving it. The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.